Alright, you lot, gather round, cause today we're diving deep into trenches of gaming's most polarising battlefield, Call of Duty. Now I know what some of you are already thinking, oh, Scotty's just gonna tear into COD again. Well, you're half right. I saw this gemmer comment from Kunai3174, who said, Scotty, do you hate COD so much cause your KD ain't over 1.0? Bless his little heart. It's like he's never watched a single video of mine. So let's address it. Do I really hate Call of Duty? Or is it something bigger? Spoiler alert, it's something way bigger. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. It helps the channel grow. It keeps me shouting into void for your entertainment. Let's do this. Right, let's get this straight. I don't hate Call of Duty. In fact, I've been around since day one, October 2003. Back then, Call of Duty wasn't just a game, it were a revolution. Graphics, gameplay, immersion, it were mind-blowing for its time. But fast forward to today, and what we're left with? A bloated microtransaction-riddled shell of its former glory. I've played every COD, mate, except Vanguard, cause by then I'd had enough for Activision's nonsense. Manipulative matchmaking, overpriced bundles, pay-to-win mechanics. It's all a bloody disgrace. And don't even get me started on Black Ops 6. 3 hours in beta, and I were ready to pack it in. A 4-year dev cycle with 4,000 devs. And that's what they delivered. Laughable. Sure, Zombies mode were fun, for a bit. Mostly cause it's bonding session with my son. But even that's been replaced with better games like X-Defiant and Shatterline. Nah, I don't even have a single COD game on my rig. Not one. And you know what? I don't miss it. So do I hate Call of Duty? Nah. What I hate is what Activision's done to Call of Duty. They've turned it from a game into a corporate cash cow. It's no longer about skill, fun or fair play. It's about how much money they can wring out of you. It's like a slot machine disguised as a shooter. But it's kicker. I keep coming back. Why? 'Cause I care. I care about franchise, about gaming as a whole, and believe it or not, about you. Yeah, even you little twonks in me comments section calling me an old man. You're future of gaming. And I want better for you. Now don't worry, I'm not going soft. I'll keep calling out Activision's rubbish practices, and I'll keep trying new CODs. Why? Because someone has to. Let's face it, you lot aren't going to stop buying them, are you? Now here's where gloves come off. Activision's manipulative matchmaking. It's not just annoying, it's outright predatory. This isn't a conspiracy theory, mate. This is cold, calculated system designed to keep you spending. You see, skill-based matchmaking ain't about making game fair. No. It's about making you feel like a hero one match and a walking target next. They want you to think, if only I had that shiny new gun from store, I'd do better. Spoiler alert, you won't. It's a con, a bloody brilliant con, but a con nonetheless. And saddest part, it works. It's got so many of you lot up, chasing meaningless KD ratios and digital trinkets like there's some badge of honour. Let's be real. No one cares about your KD except you. And even then it's all artificial. With SBMM cranked at max, entire systems rigged so everyone hovers around 1.0. Matchmaking makes sure of it. You're not good, you're just good enough to keep spending. Let's talk about beta releases. What a joke. You've got 4,000 devs and yet these betas feel more like alpha builds. Meanwhile, smaller studios like ones behind X-Defiant or Shatterline are delivering better, more stable experiences with fractionate resources. Activision's betas? They're just glorified marketing demos, designed to hook you early and reel you in. Now don't think I'm just here to bash COD for sake of it. I've given these games a fair shake. I even played Black Ops 6 for free, thanks to my Game Pass Ultimate, which I also get for free before anyone comments. And let me tell you, even at zero cost, it still felt overpriced. Zombies mode were fun. My son and I had some good father-son bonding. But that's where positives end. Rest at game, lazy development, AI-generated filler, broken netcode and hit registration so bad it made X-Defiance issues look polished. And yet millions of you keep lining Activision's pockets, buying every new game, every overpriced skin, and every battle pass like it's your duty. So here's harsh truth. Activision don't care about you. They care about your wallet. And the more you buy into the manipulation, the worse it's going to get. Now, let's get one thing clear. I couldn't give a toss about KD ratio. And why should I? It's the most meaningless metric in gaming. Yet somehow it's become holy grail for today's shooter players, especially COD community. You lot treat it like it's bloody status symbol, and for what? Bragging rights in a lobby full of strangers who couldn't care less? Our young mate Kunai3174 brought this up in his comment. Scotty D8 COD costs your KD into over 1.0. First off, that's adorable. Second, tell me you've never watched me content without telling me you've never watched me content. My KD don't matter because I play for fun. F-U-N. Remember that? That thing games are supposed to provide before corporations turn them into digital slot machines. Look, I'm a disabled gamer. I've been playing one-handed with a regular controller for 23 years. And guess what? I don't sit here crying about it. My limitations are mine, not yours. But even so, I've not been doing too bad against some at best out there. I've actually switched to an adaptive controller, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer. Sure, it takes a little getting used to, but it's opened new possibilities. Paired with a shiny new 240Hz monitor, I'm getting smoother gameplay and quicker response times. Am I suddenly a pro player now? Hell no. But am I having more fun? Absolutely. That's the whole point, innit? Fun. Not KD, not stats, not flexing on randoms. Fun. Obsession with KD is one of the saddest byproducts for Activision's manipulation. They brainwashed an entire generation into thinking your performance metrics equals your worth as a gamer. It's nonsense. It's dirty little secret about COD's matchmaking. Nobody's KD is truly above 1.0 anymore. System ensures that. For every match you stomp, you'll be thrown into 2 matches where you get stomped. It's all about keeping you on up, chasing next win, next dopamine hit, that next purchase. But I'm not here to preach without a point. I get it. A bit of competition can be fun. I love a cheeky 1v1 with my sons now and then. They've grown better players than me, but I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. Healthy rivalry is fine, but when your entire gaming experience revolves around your KD, that's when you've lost plot. It's Sting Kunai. You're not mad at me because my KD is lower than yours. You're mad because I don't care about it. And that undermines everything you've been conditioned to believe about gaming. Activision has you thinking that KD is king, that you need to buy that new skin or weapon to improve, that every match you lose is your fault, and you're lapping it up like a good little customer. So do I hate COD because of my KD? No, mate. I hate what Activision's done to you, to community, and to gaming itself. You deserve better. We all do. So if I've got so much to say about Call of Duty's manipulation, broken systems, and overpriced nonsense, why hell do I keep coming back? Simple. I care. Yeah, you hear me right. I care about COD. I care about what it used to be and what it could be. I've been with franchise since its humble beginnings in 2003, when first game blew everyone's minds. Back then, COD wasn't just another shooter. It was the shooter. Fast-paced, skill-based, and bloody brilliant. And I want to believe, I need to believe, that one day it can be that again. That's why I keep trying every new release. It's not because I'm some masochist who loves being disappointed. It's because I've seen what this franchise is capable of. And I hope, against all odds, that it can recapture that magic. So yeah, I'll try it better. I'll play it campaign. I'll even jump into zombies with my son because that's our father and son time. But I'll also call out bullshit when I see it. Because someone has to. Take Black Ops 6 for example. I gave it a fair shot. I dove in with an open mind, and what did I find? A game bogged down with lazy development, poor netcode, and blatant manipulation that it made even X-Defiant's rough patches look like a masterpiece. And yet people still defend it because record-breaking sales. Mate, record-breaking don't mean good. It just means Activision's marketing team are bloody wizards. And let's not forget why behind all this calling out. It's not just for my benefit, it's for you lot. Players who love franchise but feel like something's off. Even you, Kunai3174, with your cheeky little digs. Whether you love me or hate me, you're here, aren't you? Listening, thinking, maybe even questioning crap Activision's been feeding you for years. And that's gold. Look, I'll always hold out hope for Call of Duty. Maybe one day a team of developers will break free from Activision's corporate leash and give something worth celebrating again. But until then, I'll keep calling out rubbish, holding them accountable, and reminding you lot that gaming is supposed to be fun. Not a show, not a competition, just fun. So no, I don't hate COD. I hate what it's become. And I'll keep talking about it. For me, for you, for future of gaming. you've stuck around this long, congratulations. You've just survived a Scotty McG lesson. Give yourself a pat on the back. But more importantly, take a moment to think about everything we've covered today. To our mate Kunai3174, thanks for the comment. Seriously, it's comments like yours that fuel these discussions. Whether you're trolling or genuinely curious, you've helped spark a conversation that gaming community needs to have. Do I hate COD? No. Do I hate what Activision's done to it? Absolutely. And I'll keep calling it out until they either fix their act or someone else takes throne. Now, before you bugger off to the next video, do me a favour. Smash that like button, hit subscribe and leave your comments and questions below. Whether you're here to agree, argue, or just call me an old man, I want to hear it. Who knows? Your comment might just make it into a future video. And with that, I'll see you next time, you magnificent